made Bournemouth their home with massive events at the BIC. Jon Coomer and Bob Povey, the promoters of Bump and Hustle, have decided to follow the mods and the rockers of the 60s and take Brighton by storm. Tonight they present the Red Room at the Escape Club, and tonight they've got Silk Hurley headlining with resident Rob Atkinson. And you never know what, it could be a bit of late night skinny dipping. By Jon Coomer. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. And Bob Povey, how are you?
Wicked.
Cool. Right, we're sitting outside of the Escape Club just so you can have a look at the pier, and doesn't it look lovely? Such a warm night. But guys, how did the partnership between you two happen? And how long ago was it?
It started around about 91, 92. I started doing weekenders with Bob Masters and Simon Dunmore at the Showbar in Bournemouth. And then they just offered us the venue, so I thought I need a partner. So I had a chat with Jon, and that's how it kicked off.
Who come up with Bump and Hustle? Which one?
It was a record. It's called Bump and Hustle Music, and it's a really famous rare groove tune. And we, Tommy Stewart, we just loved the tune so much. We thought the music we played was a bit bumpy, was a bit hustly. And I'm known as Bobby Bump, and he's known as Johnny Hustle as well. So that's
the hustler, if you like it. Why did the prospect of a residency sort of hit home, whereas you do so many one-offs and they're so successful?
We got offered a little club, so why not bring the best of UK garage and American garage to Brighton, just to see how it works. I mean, you've got some great nights here, the Big Beat night, Carl Cox's night, so we just thought, let's go and do something garage. You know, you've got to try it, you have to have a go, no one else is doing it.
Most of the parties that you do hold, what, a couple of thousand?
Yeah, 1,500 to 2,000, but the idea of doing something smaller is it's intimate to start off. It gives you a chance to build as well. There's no point going into some big club, blazing guns. If we do a 2,000 capacity venue in Bournemouth, let's do it in Brighton. Let's start off with very small roots. You've got to remember that when we started, it was at the Showbar in Bournemouth, and that's like 600 person capacity venue. So you start small, and as it gets more popular, it's a new style of thing down here. Like Big Beat is the real big thing. This is the home of Norman Cook. So at the end of the day, you know, it's Big Beat. Drum and bass works well. Dave Stone's down here with Sour Records. Brighton's got its own history. Garage has been around for years. I mean, Mick Fuller's championed it for a long time.
Bournemouth, Brighton, what are you guys doing? Trying to take over the South Coast?
Anywhere that begins with a B. Beat you to it.
Was you dying to say that one?
I was, yeah. I said it on Choice. We done a gig in Wolverhampton, and we got interviewed on Choice, and they said, what's the similarities between Bournemouth and Birmingham? I said, well, it all starts with a B.
The whole point of coming here for the summer was because it's even closer to London than Bournemouth is, and I mean, I've got to give a big cheers and hello to Ollie at the Zoo, because they're backing us a lot with this as well. And you know, the theory is that in the summertime, people will travel from London and come on down here and have a night out. And it's a good place to come. It's like 40, 50 miles away. It's an hour's drive. If you've got a good night, a good beach, plenty of other nightlife as well, why not come down here?
Right, Jon, tell me about the label, The Sounds of Bournemouth. Is it still happening?
Yeah, the idea behind The Sounds of Bournemouth was it gave us a chance to find a studio, get a good engineer, and put out music that we liked as well. I think we've done 3 tracks a day. That's really sort of like Bob's real market. I mean, I spend a lot of time marketing the label, but it's something that we want to do.
Tell us about the tunes that you put out then.
Well, the 3 tunes that we've done at the moment, the first one was going to get signed by David Morales, but he got tied up with his label, so it didn't come out on that, so that's still hanging there.
Is there a possibility that he might sign it?
There is. Yes, there is. Now there is a possibility they will sign it for Definity. The second track we've done was really big on the underground. We had the Womadoo kids really interested in it. That done very well. The third track is a vocal cut with Kathy Wood, which will be coming out on a Cartel label. And the new one is with Maureen Walsh, which is a cover of the South Orchestra's Take Some Time Out for Love.
What about an album? Because I know that you're in the studio at the moment working and...
At this moment in time, I'm working on an album for us, which is, it constitutes a load of different tracks from the Manor Experience, a couple of people from House of 909, who's out on Pagan, and also I'm busy putting a compilation together for Master Cuts, which is Classic Garage, which there'll be 2 this year, plus a compilation of R&B tunes with Trevor Nelson, which is called Mad Hatter's Groove. That's also going out through...
is that going out through your label?
That'll be going out through Beechwood.
What sort of bumps have we come across along the way? Actually, I'll ask you, because you're the hustler.
There's a lot of bumps, there's a lot of good points, a lot of bad points. DJ Agents is one of them.
Don't you like them?
No, I've got to put that in. DJ agents, go away.
So you find that music?
Yeah, it's true though, isn't it?
Yeah, so what do you put your DJs through? Personal friends?
We book them through friends. We book them through agents, but we know agents that know the business and agents that aren't just there to make the money. A real agents. A real agent is a friend of the DJ. He's a friend of the promoter as well. You've got some agents that are just agents, and if you want to be an agent, then wear a black hat, dark glasses, and go and shoot with a laser gun.
Who's playing here tonight?
The original Godfather, Steve Silk Hurley, in the house.
Is it pure garage?
I think it mixture from disco, boogie, right through to garage. I mean, some of the DJs can get as hard as they want, really. They can do what they want. You know, they can experiment. We had Paulette last week, and she was playing old rare groove. Right. I mean, we've got Norma J coming up, and everybody knows what Norma J's like. Yeah. Carl Tough Enough Brown, Matt Jam Lamont, and they're two different styles to normal garage. So it's any DJ can come in and just play what they want to play. So it's up to them. They want to play hard, they can play hard. They want to play reggae, they can play reggae. They want to, no, a couple of things they can't.
So where'd you cover? Did you cover Brighton?
No, Ashford.
So you guys natural born clubbers?
Absolutely.
What have you come for? Bump or hustle?
Well. Whoa.
Well, I like to just lose myself on dance floor and have a good time, get away from all my worries and all that.
I'll go for fun.
Bump, and what about you? Hustle?
I'm here for the hustle, no doubt.
What sort of music you into?
Garage, house, anything really.
No, I'm not an alcoholic, so I can go on television without a pint.
Okay, so what are your views on Bump and Hustle tonight then?
Yeah, it's excellent, man. It's an excellent night.
What have you got to say on that one?
I'm not an alcoholic, no.
All right, darling. How you doing?
Do you live in Brighton?
I live in South Africa.
So what are you guys here for, the Bump or the Hustle?
Even, mate. Whatever comes the way.
What's the best club?
Yeah, Zap or Escape.
Well, we go to Concord quite a lot because it's great.
What do you think of the club?
It's alright so far, yeah. It's good.
So where else do you go?
Manor House in Worthing, good place still.
Any clubs up in Ashford?
No. I've been living in the bush and there's nothing like this out there, obviously. No modern music and just nothing. Yeah, it's wicked, it's banging in there.
Well, I finish work and I come over and then down here, up there, all that stuff.
What about going out of Brighton? London, up north, anywhere?
No, it's got to be Brighton, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah?
There's too many sponsors in London.
So what other clubs do you go out in Brighton?
Zap, Enigma, Zap.
I just like sort of clubbing music, all the bass and it's cool down here.
You've got jungle, drum and bass clubs, and then you've got clubs like this. You've got something for everyone in Brighton, do you know what I mean?
And what sort of music you guys into?
Like this and house.
Why don't you go and chat up Steve Silk Hurley and ask him if he can give you a tape so you can play it back out there?
I might keep my pants on though.
How much cash you brought down with you?
Too much.
You're not much of a hustler really, are you?
I try.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
What is there to do after?
We just go home.
All the way from the USA, we have Steve Silk Hurley, formerly known as Jackmaster Silk. How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Have you just flown in?
Yeah, just got in yesterday.
Yeah? Long flight?
Yeah, so I'm a little bit jet lagged, but I'm ready to do it.
Because your parents didn't want you to be a DJ, did they?
No. They wanted me to be a college honor student, but
that weren't up your street.
I was kind of bored with it all, you know. Not that I don't think it's important, but you know,
yeah.
I guess I was so taken in by the music that kind of kept me from doing what I was supposed to do in school. But I guess in the end, it all turned out for the better.
Tell us about your style of music.
Which one?
Which one? Right. Well, let's start at the top. Well, we all know garage, what you call house.
Yeah, garage is what I call house, which is house music is a feeling, a spiritual thing, as the song says. I mean, it's all influenced by what Larry Levan used to play at the garage and what Frankie Knuckles used to play at the warehouse. But you know, I have an R&B background as well, so that influences my house music also to be more soulful. In the States, sometimes I may have to do a hip-hop R&B set. You know, it all depends, but for the most part, that's what I'm really concentrating on now, because, you know, that's really my foundation. That's what I got my name in, is doing house music. Just signed CeCe Peniston. She's doing an album for the label, and I got this compilation project coming out.
You haven't been over to the UK for quite a while. You sort of stayed out of the limelight. Why was that?
Actually, when I first started doing house music back in Well, I started in '83, but when my first record started coming out, Music is the Key in '85, it started doing so well I had to stop DJing because we were so busy doing shows. Then one thing led to another. We got a major deal. Then Jack Your Body hit. I wanted to come
Jack
out.
Your Body, I remember that.
Yeah, I wanted to come out here, and because they wanted me to come out to perform that, and my manager advised me not to, and me not knowing the magnitude of the situation, you know, I listened to him, and he basically kind of pushed me away from DJing and told me to concentrate on being in the studio. But really what I found out was that it all goes hand in hand because it really keeps you in tune with what's happening. I was with him for a while, and I ended up doing really well from the standpoint of production. In '93, I went through a lawsuit with him, and that took up all of my time all the way up to 90. That wasn't over till '95, and all the way up until last year, I've been just kind of getting my business in order and everything, and I decided I was going to pick my DJing back up. So here I am. I'm also doing a lot of remixes. I'm doing Karen Ramirez right now. I just did some stuff for Simply Smooth for Big Bang Records here.
Say the word.
Which is the first single from my Voices of Life compilation. I've got Vanessa Mitchell on that compilation, Cece Peniston, Ann Nesby, Rasan Patterson, possibly Martha Wash. There's a song that I did with her a few years ago that I'm trying to see can we put that on there as well.
Rasan Patterson, actually, he had an album out, so what are you doing with him now?
We're actually working on some songs for his new album, which some of them are R&B, and actually there's a house tune on his album. He's fighting a label to try to get that on his album. Hopefully it'll be on there. If not, then hopefully it'll be on mine.
That's what he's working on.
So either way, it's a win-win situation.
Take us through what you actually do for the tracks and your remixing. What sort of twists you put into them?
Basically, I just start from the, if it's a production, I do everything. I'm involved in the writing process, but I always do the music. If I'm doing a remix, I'll just start from the acapella and just build the whole track. And so I was there with the artist. The gospel house tune on Voices of Life featuring the choir, I wanted the piano to be like you're in church, so I had this guy that plays in church play the piano, and then I put the bass line to it and everything, and then we brought a choir in. And that's going to be my next Voices of Life single. It's called Higher. So that's coming in the next month or so. Aspiring
DJs and producers, any advice for them?
Don't make records for the money, make records to play as a DJ, and you're bound to be successful if you use that as your foundation. Because that's what got me into this business, is trying to make something different to give to the crowd. And if you don't feel that it's something that you would start your set out with, then you need to probably go back to the drawing board and work on it some more until you have that feeling like you just can't wait to play it. Just trying to realize you can take control of things you understand.
Time's up, people, I'm afraid. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. For more clubs up ways to spend that hard-earned cash, tune in next Friday, same time, but definitely not the same places. You've been watching CLUBAVISION on ITV with me, Lisa Nash. On next week's show, you get the chance to check the masters at work, alongside other special guests at the Camden Palace. US DJ and producer David Morales, Touch Magazine's dance charts, and Ireland's Coach Club.